It's week 3 of the National Football League, and we've got the Explorers Offensive Player of the Year. He was a machine for them last week with several touchdowns, on top of triple digits receiving. It's the Explorers and the Diablos, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Columbus Explorers and the Mexico City Diablos. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Mexico City team as they enter play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Columbus club, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Looking to throw. Gilmore. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. They bring their punter out there now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And Charles, it's not very often an elite back becomes available. They jumped on him. I think they were smart to do so.
I agree, and we hear so often about how the running back position is devalued. But when you have a chance to get one of the truly best, top of his game, you go out and get him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Going right back to Akers.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Catch made by Watson on the out route.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A give running right is Akers.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
Touchdown!
George Pickens.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Explorers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out with that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're doing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
On 3rd down, Chambers. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Second and 1. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
On third down, here's a run by Akers.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Off play action. Gilmore. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again. Gilmore. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
Akers back-to-back catches.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Receiver downfield.
Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. This defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
On play action, they'll throw.
They complete once again to Watson.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And this one is right through, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Columbus with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Gilmore. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Gilmore. He finds his man, complete. It's Watts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Off the play fake, Gilmore. And he'll just get rid of him. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chambers. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Akers. Touchdown.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive, and there's the running back, Cam Akers.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Cam Akers, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Explorers continue to pull away here in this first half. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gilmore. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the
Looking to throw. Gilmore got his man complete over the middle. That's Chambers.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
intended for number 16. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
On 2nd down now. It's Chambers as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
Back to throw. Gilmore. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Throwing on 1st down. Gilmore. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Gilmore.
He finds his man, complete. That's Chambers. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
And they'll let that play, the completed pass, stand as they decline the penalty.
So do you get the sense they like their defense?
Yeah, they wanted that next down to come up.
Yeah, they weren't worried about the yardage there at all. Just what you said. Let the downs trickle away.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
75 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go again here with Akers.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And touchdown. A big play there.
70 yards. And the Explorers have opened the lead up to 30.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Chambers, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. On 1st down, Gilmore. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. To throw on 2nd down. Gilmore toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Looking to throw. Gilmore forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Quick slant to Watson.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for our home team, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Second and 3. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw again.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Explorers have got it on cruise control. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, Gilmore. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
That's taken in by Watson. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a give. Akers running left.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
15 yards on the play. 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Akers.
And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Explorers just continue to roll. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. 5 plays there on that drive.
Diablos, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Watts. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll run on 1st down. It's Chambers.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Throwing on 1st down. Gilmore.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
On On second down, it's Chambers. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Gilmore. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's 4th down.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And they will remain well behind.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-body guys in the...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On second down now, it's Chambers.
46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Chambers. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Gilmore. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Up the middle they go. Chambers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down. Gilmore. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Diablos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, so they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
2nd and 9 now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
59 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Right back to him on 1st down. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Mexico City. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On the give, this is Akers.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
And complete once again to Watson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brings up second and goal.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Cam Akers.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Explorers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Throwing to start the drive. Gilmore. He finds his man, complete. That's Chambers. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw on second down. Gilmore. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chambers. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Operating from the gun. Gilmore.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Gilmore. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down. Gilmore. That's complete to Whitaker.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
On 1st and 10, Gilmore. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Operating from the gun, Gilmore. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
To throw on second down, Gilmore.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Throwing on first down, Gilmore. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Gilmore, he finds his man, complete. It's Whitaker.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
On first down, Gilmore, he finds his man, complete. That's Watts.
Complete to number 89. A gain of 2 brings up second and
To throw on second down, Gilmore. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. On third down, Gilmore. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's fourth. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The offense on third down, they've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On the ground, it's Akers.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He finds his man, complete. It's Chambers. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. On 1st and 10, Gilmore. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Point after here coming up. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for our visitors, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date